Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesdays with Terry Real Estate Talk. We had a few technical issues tonight, so we're just running a few minutes behind. So we'll give people a few minutes to log in. My name's Terry Reed. I am a realtor with Lubeck Realty Group. I specialize in residential sales. I've done a little bit of everything. I've done commercial, but really my focus is on residential. Helping people find homes, first-time home buyers, listing properties, and also I do probate real estate sales, things of that sort. So tonight, we're going to talk about selling your house and how to get the maximum amount. Now, or to rather to accept the right offer, to accept the best offer. In today's market in Palm Beach County, we are down to a 3-month supply of homes. That means that we are in a seller's market, that we have a shortage of inventory, and certain price points are, it's difficult to find a home in that price range. So houses in that price range are selling sometimes in 2 or 3 days, sometimes 1 day, with multiple offers, maybe even 10 or more offers. So let's start at the beginning. And when you want to maximize your profit or maximize the amount you can get for your house, you have to do a few things to the house. The first thing that you need to do, and I don't care what market it is, buyer's market, seller's market, neutral market, you absolutely need to declutter your house. That means getting away or putting away in storage a lot of personal items, knickknacks, maybe family portraits you have hanging on the wall. And there's 2 reasons you want to do that. You don't want people that are coming in and viewing the house to feel like they wouldn't fit in this house, that it's too much you. You also want to get rid of as many knickknacks and other things that you have that are, reminders to you of good things in your life. But we want to show more space because you want the potential buyer to be able to visualize their things in your house. So less is better. So on the inside, you want to declutter. If, for instance, you have a lot of furniture in your family room because that's where everybody congregates, you might want to move some of that furniture out. Because too much furniture makes a room seem smaller. So you want to create the illusion of bigness. And those are really easy things to accomplish. Maybe for a few months, I wouldn't just put everything in a garage. Rent a storage facility and, put things in there for a few months. Or maybe it's time to get rid of some of those items. Faith Farms or sell them or donate them. Let's move to the outside of the house. Many times, especially when we're in a market like this, people will drive by and not even get out of the car if they think that the exterior isn't appealing to them. Sometimes buyers lack the vision to see what could be and get stuck in what is. So make sure that if you have any shrubbery, any bushes, make sure they're trimmed up really nice. Make sure that the flower beds are mulched with new mulch, not faded mulch. Um, Make sure the entryway is inviting. Sometimes your entryway, the little concrete space there before the front door, especially at this time of year when we get a lot of rain, sometimes twice a day, you can get like the green algae on the concrete. Uh, a little bit of bleach takes care of that. If you have any stains on your driveway, try and get rid of those. Home Depot has products that you could just sprinkle on there. Um, you might have to do 2 or 3 applications, and then it kind of draws the oil up out of the concrete. And when it gets to the front door, it's always a good idea to put a fresh coat of paint on the front door. If the door handles, whatever, are corroded or they're old, you might want to spruce those up and just paint the exterior entryway, the trim, whether it's white or whatever, put a nice little coat of white on there. You want to make it inviting. So people pull up, they want to get out of the car, and that's for any market. So first you want to get them into the house. And then once you get them into the house, you want to be able to have them visualize themselves being in the house. Oh, the couch would look good there. The TV would look there. Your bureau would look good there. Or we could rearrange this. Or maybe we take half that wall out and we make the kitchen more open. Once people come in and they start talking like that, then you've got them interested, and that's the first step. If they see too much stuff, they can't see past the furniture, or the clutter, the personal pictures. They can't visualize that many times. Right now, of course, we're in a buyer's market, but I'm sorry, seller's market. But that doesn't mean that some houses still aren't on the market 60, 70 days. You can't make a general statement. They say politics is all local. Well, real estate is local too. So you can't make a general statement. And it doesn't apply to every neighborhood, every development. In some developments, larger 2-story houses, they're not as much in demand as the smaller 1-story houses are. So, it's kind of on a case by case basis. But let's say you've placed your house on the market, and you would like to get 340,000 for your house. What you have to do is look at the comps, and you don't get comps from third-party websites like Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com. There are many, many more. The real-time data and the best data is from MLS. Even home flippers house flippers are getting on MLS because that has the best data. So you want to see exactly what the houses are selling for that are comparable to yours in a similar area or in the same development within the last 6 months. 3 months would be great, but 6 months is a pretty good snapshot. So you might see that in your development, which maybe has 800 houses, no house is sold over 300,000. So that might make 340,000 a little tougher, even though we are in a seller's market. Keep in mind the house still has to appraise unless they're paying cash. Paying cash, that's great. So that's one thing to keep in mind before you put your house on the market. There are a few things you want to do. You want to declutter the inside. You want to take care of the outside, spruce it up a little bit, and then you want to sit down with your realtor and go over the comps. And your realtor is very experienced at doing this. You not only do it as a realtor, you not only do it for listings, you do it for buyers too, because you want to know is is that house going to appraise? They're asking 340 for it. Is it really going to appraise at 340? Because if it doesn't appraise, then 9 times out of 10 you're back to square one, starting all over again. Unless somebody's going to make that difference up in cash. So let's say that you've, best case scenario, you've looked at the comps and you see that 300 is about the top price. Although you do have a pool, the pool is about 10 years old, and most of the houses in development have a pool. And that's probably come up during the comp search. However, you have updated your kitchen recently, maybe a year ago, and some of the other houses in the development haven't updated in the last 10 years or so. So, that's in your favor. So you're at 300. Basically, the comps say 300. So maybe you price it at 320. That gives you a little bit of wiggle room, and you start getting offers. So let's say in the first week, you don't have any showings, 0 showings. Well, you've overshot the market at this point in time, because the market is set really by the buyers, who's willing to pay that price. So, maybe 6 months ago, 300,000 was a good price, but right now it looks like 295 is where it's at, because you're at 300, or actually we're at 320. So you're at 320 and you haven't gotten any offers in a week. Well, you've overshot the market a little bit. So you're at 320 and in the first week, you've had 7 showings, but no offers. Well, you haven't totally overshot the market, but you're a little high. So you need to make an adjustment. Let's say you've had a lot of showings. You've had 15, 20 showings, and you've received 5 offers. All of them around the 300, 305 range. Well, you may be a little high. You may still be a little high, but you're in the ballpark. You haven't gotten the figure that you've asked for. So now you need to evaluate all the offers, and we'll get into that in a minute. But let's say that instead of 320, you put it on the market at 305. And now you have 20 offers. and everybody's right around 300, 305, 307. Well, what's very popular now in this market is with multiple offers that you call for highest and best offer, say in 48 hours. So in 48 hours, you tell everybody to put an offer in. Okay, we're going to make a decision, Wednesday by 5 p.m. Please have your highest and best offers in by then. So now you get your highest and best offers. So you have 5 offers. Now, what's been happening a lot is that in this market, when highest and best comes in, people are raising their offers. So now you might be up to 315. You might even be up to 320. So now you sit down with your realtor and you look at the offers. What offer should I accept? Well, what offer has the best chance of closing? That's the offer that you take. Now, there are things people do to make their offer more enticing. Let's say everybody put an offer in as FHA. Okay, so some of the things that they've put in their offer is a 20-day closing. If they don't close in 20 days, they pay a penalty. Now, the general belief is it takes 30 to 45 days to close. It depends on your lender. Some lenders take 30 to 45 days to close. Some of them take more than 45 days. So you want to discuss this with your lender. There are lenders out there that when they do a pre-approval, they will also send that package to their underwriter. So you really have a loan commitment. And with that, they can close a lot quicker. And they can close in 20 days. I know a lender that has closed some houses in 7 days. Another thing the potential buyers can do is they can cut down on the inspection period. Generally speaking, in a neutral market, you ask for a 10 to 15 day inspection period. Well, nothing's going to happen. The ball is not going to move forward until the inspection period is over, especially if it's an as-is contract, because in that inspection period, you can back out for just about any reason and get your earnest money deposit back. And people will do that after they get the inspection. So you might want to, the buyer might say a 5-day inspection period. They know an inspector that they can get in there right away. They might go with no inspection. It happens, and that happens more so with cash buyers. And a lot of cash buyers are investors. And when they come in and they do their inspection and they look around, they can pretty much spot repairs that they're going to have to make, updates that they're going to have to make, and they're willing to risk what may be behind the walls that they can't see, because they're playing a percentage. I don't advise a no inspection for the average person. There are too many things that can be found out during an inspection. And keep in mind, an inspection is mostly for your information. And inspectors are generally just going to be doing a visual check. They will check the air conditioner temperature, make sure that it blows at a constant temperature. They'll check the temperature in the refrigerator. They'll check the temperature of the hot water. Um, but they're not going to be, going behind the scenes and looking for things. They'll look at the appliances, maybe see if there are any recalls, how old the appliances actually are. So inspection is just for information purposes only, usually. So you're the seller. So you have these offers. Which one are you gonna accept? You're gonna accept the one that closes the fastest. What's going to close the fastest? Well, the shortest inspection period, that's a key. The fastest closing date, that's good. Is it a conventional loan? That's another point. There's three good points there that indicate that loan might close and might close quickly. Also, the listing agent can also call the lenders that submitted a pre-approval letter with each offer and call them and ask them, well, did you do desktop underwriting, or did you take it another step and actually look at some documents, or have your underwriter look at it? Well, we just did, desktop underwriting, which is what most lenders do. But if you find out that they've already sent it to their underwriter, that's another point in your favor. So, you have to balance these things out. Is it VA? VA is a great loan. Most of the time, VA appraisers, they want the buyer to have the house. They want the veteran to have the house. But they do have the protocol that they have to go through. And, there may be some things you have to fix. The buyer can't pay for anything. So they may bid a little higher on the house, knowing that. Same with FHA. FHA is going to also send their appraiser out, which is kind of like an inspection appraisal. And there are certain things that you're probably going to have to adjust or replace or fix. A banister on the front porch steps has to have a banister. There are little things, and many times they are simple fixes. The hot water isn't hot enough. There's a leaky faucet. Those are simple fixes. So you want to take several things into consideration. And generally, what I do, with my sellers is sit down and go through the contracts and make notes on the contracts with my magic marker or my red pen, and then line up all the offers, and you choose the offer that you think has the best chance of closing the quickest. So let's just recap a few things. First thing you want to do is you want to get your house ready. You want to make it enticing to come in. You want to declutter. That doesn't cost you any money unless you need to get a storage place. Then you want to look at you also want to make it easy to show. You don't want to miss out on showings. So that's another reason to declutter, to get some of these things out of your house. Get your jewelry, go take your jewelry, put it in a safe deposit box. Take any valuables and put them in storage. Because you're going to have people coming through your house, and you want people coming through your house. You want them to come in. Everybody is taking precautions now, gloves, masks, disinfectant. Everything's pretty safe now. So you want to be in a position to get as many offers as you can and choose the one that's going to close the fastest. It might not be the highest price. it might be a $300,000 offer that can close in 20 days with a 5-day inspection period, and they're waiving the appraisal, because if it doesn't appraise at 300,000, they have the money to make up the difference. They're gambling that the appraisal's not going to be that far off. So, you really need to have a relationship with your realtor. It's not as simple as accepting the highest bid. Key words. Take the offer that has the best chance of closing in the quickest amount of time. Because the flip side to that is you'll find out right away if it's not going to work, and you can get back on the market. And then, of course, you accept backup offers, while you're in the process. So I think that about wraps it up for tonight. I just want you to know that this is available. You found this Facebook site. This is episode 15. These are always available to view, to review, to send them to other people. You'll also see some links in the chat for some of our other Facebook pages that you might find useful. Each one of the pages shows listings every week, new listings for that area. And also we have a link to a down payment assistance page where you just put in some cursory information and you can get a free report, no obligation, of Florida down payment programs that you may be eligible for to help you buy that house. So I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, and I hope there was some good information for you. You can always give me a call, 561-340-9623. Send me an email. You can also text. Send me an email at treed, REED, sales@gmail.com. Thanks, everybody, and tune in next week for Tuesdays with Terry.